In today's Clash Royale video, we are using the most free-to-play friendly log-bait deck without any legendary card besides the log. Absolutely crazy deck. The Canadian pro Royale got to #1 in the world earlier this day. With this deck, we subbed out the cannon after the recent nerf, subbed in the bomb tower, which is absolutely crazy. So tanky. Knight for Mighty Mine after nerf, and also just remember that the Knight will get a buff soon, because Supercell wasn't able to do in the last spam change, so even the deck gets even better. Have a Skeleton plus E-Spirit to not strike against any type of spam. Got a Dark Guard Golem as a single target damage. Got the Goblin for sure. 2.9 Elixir. We also have the Rocket in there to just finish off opponent's spells or like towers, and also make sure in some matchups you're not able to break through, so we're gonna Rocket cycle them. If you guys don't want to miss any videos just like in the future, make sure to give fat thumbs up on the video, use code MORE in the shop, subscribe, and also stay tuned for the next couple of days. The Clash Royale update is coming soon. Jumping into the game, I normally really want to cycle the barrel E-Spirit. The reason why Riley has the E-Spirit is just since it gets so much for on defense against all of the types of bad decks. Ton of Goblin Gang decks also where the E-Spirit can be effective for sure in this matchup or like in this deck. Against the Goblin Gang, the Fire Spirit is also really helpful. So if you're like a bit worried about Activate King Tower, you can also play if you want to, if you feel free to do so. Also the Fire Spirit or Ice Spirit, but I guess also against a ton of Graveyard decks, the Electric Spirit for sure is so nasty, and also against like some spam decks can be pretty helpful also as a reset. It's sometimes helpful like to redirect tubes, so this is like kind of advantage and disadvantage to talk about the E-Spirit. So I'm using my Dark Golem here, and honestly it seems like he is going to play his normal. Whoa! He's messing up! He is messing up! That's a ton of damage, and that's what the deck does. Putting in the pressure, putting on the pressure, and this is just what I want to see. It seems like he plays Warrior Giant, a matchup which you will feel like, which you're going to face a ton also for sure against Warrior Giant. If you face ton of Warrior Giants, you can also sub in the Ice Spirit, it's for sure better, but also E-Spirit is not really too bad against Warrior Giant, but for sure like, better than the Fire Spirit, of course. So I'm using my Knight here, which is fine. I guess he still needs to defend. This is what he does. I'm not going to go for Rocket here since I'm really low on Elixir, and I know I cannot defend his next push with it, so I'm just going to relax. If he goes in for his Bomb Tower with his RG, I'm just going to go for Bomb Tower. I need to say Bomb Tower, it feels like for sure Bomb Tower isn't really overpowered right now. Of course not, but it's really good in this type of bait decks, and sometimes you're struggling against like Royal Hawks, EQ decks, and Bomb Tower is really good against EQ, especially when right now the cannon has way less HP, so you're struggling way more against that. So Bomb Tower is really solid, but if you feel like you face a ton of lava, for sure you can also go in for Inferno. So this just shows how good this deck is. Since you have so many abilities to switch out cards, use the Prince of the Dark Goblin, and this makes the deck so good. So really depends what you're facing against, you can always do the switch up. So I for sure want to go for a log here. Why I'm going for a log here, I just want to make sure that the Warrior Giant doesn't get pulled on top of the tower, because sometimes get like pushed to the side. I'm going for my barrel here. I'm using my log. Log is coming down. Oh, I really want the ghost to die. Okay, I'm gonna go for skeletons here. Now it's gonna be one shot anyway from tower. I'm just gonna go E-Spirit here. I know the King can be activated now, but I don't really care. Using my barrel like this. I'm just gonna use my log here. Really good log, so I can just go for skeletons here. I'm using my Knight. I'm using my Dark Goblin now. And now I'm just gonna use a barrel since I could imagine going for a log on offense. I'm just gonna go Bomb Tower high here. Bomb Tower's coming high. I know he wants to go Lightning on offense. This is exactly what he does. I'm gonna go for a log here. Just defensive using my E-Spirit here. Using my Knight here. I didn't want to go. Why didn't I go in for Skeletons? This is like a question which you guys could ask me. The main reason I wasn't going in for the Skeletons was that he could have gone for an E-Spirit. So I want to wait a bit. This is kind of what you want to make sure sometimes. Take some damage, go in then for your Knight after your opponent like uses your E-Spirit, then go for a Skeleton. So sometimes predict what an opponent is doing is important, and we won this game against one of the most popular decks in Clash Royale right now. We are in this game here against Armin now. Let's see what he does. I'm just going to go for my barrel here. Let's see how it's going to respond. He goes in for a gang. So yes, I could log this, but I'm not 100% sure what he plays. If he plays log bait, spending a log isn't really a deep play. So I'm using my Knight and also my E-Spirit, so this is why we love E-Spirit. Not just like killing the best, the Fire Spirit would do the same, but also making sure that the battle room gets resetted. So really great. I'm going for my barrel here in the back since I know the only response he has is a minion horde, since he most likely plays Giant 3M. You guys still know the deck? It's such an old deck. So using my skeletons now. And what I'm going to do right now is for sure going to go Knight in case he goes in for a pump. Let's go. Use the Giant now. I'm just going to go log this all off. Please killed it. E-Spirit is coming down. Really great E-Spin. I guess I'm just gonna go barrel here. Why not? My Dark Arm still gets 2 shots off the tower. He still needs to zap this one. So we're in a completely good spot. He could go now for his pump. I know what's the best play. Is it just gonna rocket the pump? Is it being something else? I guess I'm just gonna go Knight here. He decides to kite this one. I'm just gonna go for my Dark Arm like this. Dark Arm's completely killing that. Don't need to worry about that too much. I guess I'm still gonna log this. I don't want to go for an E-Split. Why I don't want to go for an E-Split? Just in case he goes in for Minion Horde, since Minion Horde is pretty annoying to defend. Okay, that was a really horrible play. So I'm going for my barrel here. Look at the bomb tower. This is why we do love the bomb tower. He expect me to have something like an Inferno Terror, a Tesla. The play would have been great, but this is why we love bomb tower. It's so good. It's so tanky. It's so easy to play. Let's go. So Skellon's coming down now. Okay. I guess the best play I could do is just gonna go rocket here. I'm just gonna go bait an E-Split in case he thinks now, okay, this guy is gonna use his barrel, but he does not. Okay. Using my Dark Golden Cycle. Using my Dark Golden behind my Knight. Okay, bomb tower. I guess I'm just still gonna rocket this since I feel like it's something I need to do. Also like to kill the Giant a bit quicker. I'm using my barrel now in front, using my log now. Let's go. He doesn't have zap, so for sure his tower goes below 1.3k HP. So next play, Dark Golem is coming down. Okay, this is the time where I'm just gonna pressure. I don't really care about this pump, to be fair. So he needs to like be able to save this, and he doesn't have enough elixir, right? He doesn't have enough elixir for sure. He needs to go in for this. I can go now for another Dark Golem. He's not able to punish me in time. So I'm using my log now. Just using my E-Spirit here in a smart way. Yes, he can go in for a gang, but it doesn't really make sense. I'm just gonna relax since he will go now 3 Musketeer in the middle. I could also like technically predict them, which I could have done now in this situation. So what I'm gonna do right now is just gonna go in for this. And I don't really see him defending this, to be fair. I don't really see him defending this. GG's well played. I knew he could not deal with that since he didn't have Lock and Cycle.
But I was close this time.
We're going directly into the game against Pedro, and let's see what Pedro plays. Going for Knight. Ow! People know what I'm playing. I hate this. I hate this. By the way, I don't want to spoil anything. I can't spoil anything. But I'm so freaking excited for the Clash Royale update. Are you as excited as I am? I am 1% sure this is the greatest update of all time. Ooh, high expectations. High expectations. Maybe that's bad. Maybe that's smart. Maybe that's dumb. But not as dumb as the E-Spirit for sure. This is kind of what you need to always remember. The E-Spirit was absolutely incredibly dumb. So I'm using my log here. I also get a message here. Thank you, iPad, for notifying me. I'm really appreciated, but we are messing up here. So that was a really well played, honestly. I was like going right side pretty aggressive since I knew like his log was out of cycle. So this was the main reason I want to be aggressive, but he also applied pressure. So I kind of wasted my E-Spirit there. So kind of a lesson I also need to learn, like never play your E-Spirit without your barrel when you're not like need to do that. So relax, chill, then draw both at the same time and not play something first and then something second. This is just pretty dumb. Also, we're facing a deck with log, cycle, delivery, which is not really too cool. So I'm just gonna go now for my Dark Arm at the bridge. Okay, he goes in for a log. At least he's doing this. Okay. What am I supposed to do, guys? Okay, I guess I'm just gonna go for this. Using my E-Spirit now. Can E-Spirit get on tower? No, we cannot. Okay, I'm kind of scared. Like, what is this next play going to be? I'm just going to use my Dark Golem here. Using my Knight now. Oh no, once again a rocket. Like, I don't know how to like get up on damage. I don't know, like, comebacking on damage. As long as he gets the delivery timing, he's fine. As long as he gets the delivery timing, he's really, really fine. So I'm using my Dark Golem here. I'm this is exactly what he does. Back to back to back. He gets once again, like he gets every single delivery time. He's playing it out of his mind. He's like doing everything he needs to. And this is kind of what I hate about this game. Okay, we get a Dark Orb at least on tower, which is pretty cool, but he is like one rocket ahead, and this makes the game impossible, right? I can go in for a Dark Orb on the bridge to pressure him, but the game is over. He can just go in for a Dark Prince here, and he knows it's over. GG's well played. This is a match here which you don't really want to face, but that's completely fine. You are sometimes gonna lose. I still hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys don't want to miss any videos just like in the future, make sure to give a fat thumbs up on the video. Also subscribe to never miss any of the next couple of days update information. So thank you so much for watching. Peace out and have an awesome rest of your day.